Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Lois and welcome back to Terraria. In the last episode, we were working on making this thing right down here. So this is our fish farm. It is very specifically built. You can kind of see all the different stuff in here. Basically, it is a farm to get whatever kind of fishing materials or anything like that you want fairly easily. So basically, by standing on each of these little platforms, you get different biomes, and by going to each of these different pools, you get different you get either surface level catches or caverns catches. So basically, you can catch most of the fish in the game from these two lakes once I make them lakes. A little bit of a problem with that, which I will get to in a second. Hopefully my counts are good. If you're interested in building something like this, the last video where we actually started working on that has a link to the forum post that I found where a user basically told how they made that farm, and that's where I got it from. So if you're interested, go look at that. Go look up their design. They included like a mushroom biome so they can catch the mushroom fish as well. And there was something else, I think, but I just want the simple catches, and that is because we need potions, because here soon it is Moon Lord time. So let's take a look real quick at the map. We have this really nice big area right here, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to make it nice and flat, because the plan for today is we're going to prepare for the Moon Lord. Now, what does this mean? Well, basically we need a big flat area in order to fight the Moon Lord. We're going to put heart statues and all that kind of stuff wherever we can, and ideally we'll just have everything we need to so that we can kill the Moon Lord. I think we're gonna go ahead and tear down this guy. So we're gonna have campfires, heart statues hooked up to timers, plenty of platforms so that we can easily get to different heights and whatnot, and just kind of a decent arena. So I want to break, let's actually look, where is our castle? So castle's there. I think from here over should be good. So let's just put some markers. Let's just use torches. We'll do double torches, and this will go all the way over here to about that guy. So that should be more than enough room. What we're gonna want to do is put wooden platforms somewhere up here, probably decently high, so that we can have a little bit more freedom on movement. This is probably good enough. Yeah, that's good enough. I've never actually made a farm or a arena like this, so I don't know too much of what I'm doing. I'm just kind of playing it by ear. I know the things that I want. Actually, from here we can't see it. We might want to put it a little bit lower. These digging claws are a little bit too strong sometimes. Let's put it like a few blocks lower. That should be good. So I don't have the fish farm 100% completed yet. There is actually a pretty easy, pretty basic reason for that. And it's because I don't have any iron. Or if I do, I have very little. And that is the issue. So let's get this built. So I don't have any iron to try to make the outlet pumps that I'll need just to get the water down there. And yeah, that's not fun. How close are we? Let's make like another, yeah, that many. And that should be good. So yeah, I need to go get more iron. So half this episode is going to be building the arena, and then the other half is going to be working on trying to get a couple different things. So where? Right there. So what's the plan? So the next couple episodes we are going to be trying to take on the Moon Lord. That is the main plan. Now, what does that mean? Well, this episode we are going to be preparing stuff. We're going to try to get things all ready, and then in the next episode we're going to take on the first two, or the last two rather, pillars that are still out there. Vortex is relatively close, and then the Nebula pillar out in the jungle. And then we will be, it's going to summon the Moon Lord, and we'll have to take him on. So that is the plan. Now for this series altogether, I will be honest, this series is one of the most difficult for me to actually put work into and actually try to get things done with. We might need these. Let's go ahead and actually let's look through the chest, because we need a handful of things. We're going to need more campfires, and we're going to need more heart lamps as well as heart statues. So let's favorite these guys, and then we can just go ahead and store this guy in here, and then we can just quick stack everything else. So yeah, the big thing about this is we need to get a lot of things done, and it's kind of hard for me to put effort into this series. Don't get me wrong, I like playing Terraria. However, there's aspects of Terraria I just am not a fan of whatsoever, and unfortunately that's most of what I have to do for this series. And so with that being said, it's kind of a pain to try to record this, because there's so much work that I need to do otherwise, that it's not fun. It gets not fun. Now, that being said, I don't plan on stopping this series. We're going to finish this map. We're going to do all the goals I have set in place for this. So, getting all the trophies, getting all the armor sets, and completing our builds. Now, that being said, we're probably going to be kind of moving on from this particular world. And by that I mean we're going to start looking at something a little bit different. We're going to start looking at modded. I'm kind of interested in getting into a modded version of Terraria. I'm a huge fan of Minecraft mods, for example, so I think it would be a good decision to kind of go towards the mods and try to figure out, okay, what can we do, what's going to be the best way to handle this kind of stuff, and whatnot. So just kind of planning for the future, I want to start looking at mods. And I have a handful in mind. I haven't really made any decisions, but instead of just doing vanilla Terraria constantly, we're going to kind of shift back and forth between modded and vanilla. Now, I still need to put in a lot of work with the sorting system. In case you can't tell, I haven't really done anything. Apologies. It's just, it's tedious. It's very tedious. I also missed the Halloween event completely, but whatever. It's just a lot of vanity costumes that I'm not too concerned with right now. But one of the big things with all of this is, okay, we don't have any more. Unless there's some up here, which I don't think there was. We need to make more heart statues and all this stuff ourselves. But that means 4 chains each. I think we have some chains, don't we, in one of these guys? We can make a couple. Okay, so I'm going to want more change. That's more iron. So let's go to the winter biome, the snow biome, because that's where we're going to find the other item that we still need to get, which is the frozen turtle shell. And it's also going to give us access to like iron and that kind of stuff. Yeah, like I still want to kind of finish this world, like I said. It's still a lot of work that I need to get done, but I want to start looking at modded. And it's going to be kind of randomly interspersed with this series until this series is completed. And that's the plan. So there are a lot of mods that I'm looking at. There's one in particular is the Alchemist mod, which adds an NPC that sells all the potions. I want that. It's a lot easier to get money than it is to get the ingredients to make potions, so that's what I want to do. And, you know, we don't have our little guy activated. Get some light in here. I want to get, there's a storage mod that's really, really good that I want to look at. And just kind of modding in general. Now, I've looked at Terraria mods. I've seen a lot of them on YouTube and whatnot, but I've never really loaded them or messed with them on my own. So that'll be a little bit of a new experience. I don't anticipate any issues with it. I think I can figure it out. It's just a matter of doing it, really. So here's some more iron. If we do find any more heart statues, that would be good. But otherwise, we're just here for iron and, to a lesser extent, the frozen turtle shells, if we can find one. So yeah. Now with the mods, there are a handful of mods that are well known as, they're kind of your basic, well, I say basic, they're kind of your big overhaul mods, which for Terraria typically involve a lot of, well, it's a lot more of like bosses and that kind of stuff, which I'm all for. There are a couple I want to see if they work together well, because I'd love to do multiple big mods like that. But the main one that I want to look at is the thorium mod. And there is also, there's a couple others whose names I can't remember off the top of my head. Hey, another spider nest. Let's just explore this. Might have, there's a goldfish crystal, not really anything super great. Alright, let's just continue heading in a relatively downward motion. But yeah, I want to do different, like, oh my gosh, we are filling up our inventory. Alright, let's hit that guy. Quick stack everything. What can we throw in here? Let's throw this stuff in here, because we don't need it right now. And same with this stuff. Okay. So yeah, like, there's a lot of those mods. I want to see which ones work together and whatnot. The more of them I can have, the better. Just because it's gonna be nicer. Don't need that. And just trying to figure out kind of what's gonna be the best course of action. I haven't seen any of the turtles yet. I'm trying to figure out what mods I want, and all that kind of stuff. Now, when I finally decide to do that, I'll probably set something up. We're going to be obviously starting a new world, and I heard that turtle. We don't need flaming arrows. We don't need this. Don't need that. I heard the turtle over in this area. Also, bunch of iron. We need iron. Alright, so, once I kind of decide, it is going to be somewhat... I'm going to say this, it's going to be random, but... In a sense, it will be random, but it will be basically whenever I get to it, is what I will be uploading. So, archery potions. Let's go ahead, do all that just so I can pick that up. We can set in water forever now because of our whatever it's called. It gives us the it's the celestial shell, this item, which turns us into a merfolk when entering water. So we don't have to worry about drowning or anything like that ever. Alright, so I think we've got enough iron. It's just a matter of, can we find anything else of value? So a bunch of spiders again. There's another spider cave. Another chest over here. There's a lot of this area that is still to be explored. What can we get rid of? We don't need the single piece of tungsten. We don't need the silver bullets, glow sticks. I want the chests, because those chests are really cool looking, and they're relatively rare. Hey, there's a turtle. Alright, so basically that's the plan for the near future, is just switching over and starting to do a little bit of modded, I almost said Minecraft, Terraria, as well as the standard vanilla that we're in, and trying to balance both of them, I think, is going to be the plan. I think that's the best option for us, best option for me to keep my sanity, because that is a little bit of an issue with this game. Again, it's not that I don't like it, it's just that it gets very grindy at times, especially when you almost die to an explosion. Alright, especially when you are constantly trying to deal with different, like, trying to get as much stuff as you can. Let's take a night owl potion. Let's throw snow, ice. Actually, let's throw the cobblestone and the bombs. And honestly, skeleton statue, we don't need that. Alright, so a bunch of iron right here, purple ice, which is corrupted ice. That is a death meter, I don't really care about that. We'll go ahead and take the souls. And can I throw, what's something else? I don't need the couple of pieces of copper or the boreal wood. If we ever find this again, then we know about it. So far, this is a halfway decent spot to farm. For everything. Another guy died, but I don't know where. I'm not seeing anything of, like, true note. So we're just gonna hang around here for a little bit longer before we head back to the surface and finish our little farm. So anything else I can throw in here? Don't need all that ice. I always want to keep it. Don't need that. Don't need this stuff. here. But yeah, so like I said, I don't know what mods we will be using. Haven't decided that part yet. Haven't quite got that far. And that's something I will figure out as I kind of go. The mod list will probably change. I will figure out kind of what's the best way to provide the mod list to you guys, because that is something I am a fan of. If somebody is using a mod pack or a mod list or something like that, at least having access to what mods and whatnot are are available, I guess. Oh, we already have one of those guys. Let's go ahead and take this guy. Nope, never mind. What can we set back? I don't need the gold, because this thing is much better. We got bacon. So we just our guy just killed a our dragon just killed a what's it called? Pigron. So let's make sure we get the souls of night. I think that was another Pigron. Pigrons are relatively rare. They only appear in these purple snowy areas or red snow. Basically where Corruption and Crimson meet the Snow Biome. So still haven't seen any turtle shells, which is a shame. Anything else I can get rid of? Alright, let's just go back home. I heard that as soon as I did that. And we're gonna make a bunch of iron, because we need some pumps. And that's fine. And then I'm gonna just, honestly, you know what, let's just do this the easy way. Put down this. That can be placed somewhere else. And cool. So let's get our piggy bank out. We're gonna need, nope, wrong thing. Piggy bank. Quick stack. We're gonna want all of this stuff back. And we're gonna need to make some stuff. So first thing we need to make is we need to make an outlet pump, which I will use off camera to get more stuff. We're gonna want some more campfires. Let's get like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna want some chains. And with this we can make more heart lanterns. Let's make 3, 4. And we're also going to need a timer. So that's going to require some gold. We need to go to a table and a chair, I do believe. But don't we need something else? How do you make the clocks? It's been a while since I've had to do this. So in order to make timers, unless we can steal a timer. No. We need to make timers. And that would be to the guide. Crafting, I know we want gold with this. Gold watch. We need 1 chain, and it's made at a table and chair. So why wasn't it craftable right down here? Why am I not able to craft this? Do we need more gold? Is it 10 gold? I bet it's 10 gold. It's 10 gold. Alright, so we need a little bit more gold. I think we have that. Yeah, we have plenty of gold. Alright, so with that, we should have pretty much everything we need. Just gotta drop down here. Make 2 gold watches. They don't stack, unfortunately. And then I believe if we come up here, we can make timers. And that's what we want. So we want 2 timers. And I believe we can make levers. I don't know if this is something that's necessary. It would be something to make things a little bit easier. Pressure plates. Liquid sensors. Different sensors and stuff. Oh wow, a lot of things. Okay. Not really anything that I'm too concerned about right now. If I have a lever, I might find one and deal with it later. But for now, let's head back over to our area. And what we're going to want to do is we have heart lanterns. We're going to want to place kind of just kind of around here. Now, one other thing that I kind of didn't mention that we're going to want is protection. We're going to want areas that are basically just roofs over our head. And I think what I'm going to do is just kind of build it up a little bit. Let's go in 2 on each side. That was 1 too many. And let's see, something like this. And like that. But I actually want it to be one more so that we can... Alright, you need to go away, you need to go away. So that we can have this center block missing. Basically make an arch. So we can make these a little bit nicer. Probably make them a little bit bigger, to be honest. But do something like this so that we can put the heart lanterns in here. And then we'll put a campfire on top of it. And kind of do this sporadically. Not only to give light, but also to give health. So that's what this is about. So we'll have these little arches. I'm going to remake this one, but that's kind of the idea. And then we have 2 heart statues. Let's put them in the middle-ish. And we'll put them on the top and bottom. If I get more, then we'll make more. We'll put a timer next to them. And then just run a wire. And then, oops. We activate it, and then every once in a while we'll get hearts. And that's pretty much it. So, the idea here is just to have a bunch of health and kind of sporadically and mostly periodically have... we're going to do about 5 arches underneath here. We'll probably put one right here. I might do a different block as well. I don't know yet. But we'll do an arch about here as well. And I'll try to make them somewhat symmetrical and kind of look nice. Now the main thing for the arches, we're going to probably use 5, just because we have 5 of the stuff. Now, I have not put them in the center, but that's okay. We just need to remember to go towards left. So, that's going to be it for this episode. I know we did mostly building and kind of just exploring around and all that kind of fun stuff, but this is important stuff, just like the fishing farm down here, which I decided to try to use the obsidian brick, by the way, just because I have more of it, which I'm actually currently out of it, but I can go get more pretty easily. I believe it's just farming obsidian. So the idea with that is I just need to fill it up and get things, get signs and whatnot, and everything will be good. So that's the plan for that area. We're going to send water down there relatively soon, and I can make plenty and plenty of obsidian and just kind of keep this going. Turn the stuff on when I need it and call it a day. So that's the plan. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!